Right. Getting them nice mornings. In the Culver Cities. Beautiful morning. You're the morning, my sunshine, been in the water. Just wanna feel liberated. Okay, so the thoughts. Okay, so I found out this building here across in the Apple building's right there, right? Found this building here. It's called the Shea. I guess it's the hotel. That's where they had the Lamborghini. No, not Lamborghini. The Ferrari. So yeah, I think. So let's get back to this street vlogging, etc. notion. So. Lots of interesting thoughts today. So the first one is, the strong photographer. My personal thought is, I think a photographer should also look like a bodybuilder. Is my fun thought. This Upper Ivy station here actually looks pretty good. So also another fun thought I had too is like, just kill two birds with one stone. It's like, while I'm vlogging, I also want to be making pictures, still pictures. Another pro tip, did the workshop recently. If you see a nice texture, a nice wall, right? So you see all these rocks and stuff, just touch it, right? And feel it. So what happens is, as you touch a subject and feel it and stuff like that, you actually feel like better kind of connected with it, and you'll kind of be more apt to remember it. Catch the nice lights. This platform area is pretty cool too. Yeah, I'm gonna become the world's first great photographer, vlogger, street vloggers, etc. I guess that's the good thing about being here in Culver City is I think this is gonna become the next Hollywood, is my personal thought. Apparently one of me and Cindy's new favorite restaurant in the neighborhoods. Yeah, this is kind of cool too, right? You see this texture here, right? This thing here, this touches. Just kind of touch the textures. So when people are curious, like, what does haptic mean? Haptic means seeing these kind of textures, touching and feeling with your hands, and feeling connected. Oh, if you're curious, good thing with doing deadlifts and weightlifting, you create these nice, beautiful so this place called Optimist too, right? So I think that's actually a really good logo there. It's just kind of like modern day yin and yang concept is pretty good. Yeah, this platform area is pretty cool. I like what does it feel like? Bohemian? Yes, pretty cool. And I don't know, it's like, are these apartments on top here? It's like people living up here, there. Not 100% sure, but kind of cool. No, office building, I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, I think, at the end of the day, right, it comes down to art, creativity, I guess. Very nice. I had to start vlogging again in color. There's a cool mural there. Black and white don't do it justice, but c'est la vie. Yeah, and I guess the reason I like being here, like, Yeah, so actually, if you wake up early or even late last night, it's actually effing cold. Like, even right now, it's pretty frigid. However, it's still tolerable, right? And yeah, just once the light comes out, things get much better, and you can start walking. Yeah, so much visual things to look at. Yeah, love this. You go to the platform in Culver City, this mural here. Whoever did it, good job. Brings lots of good joys to everybody's. Let's see, who's the artist? Jen Stark Technicolor Drip 2015. Nice to call. Oh, 2015. Yeah, I think, my thought about art, great art, is it needs to kind of be fun and interesting. It needs to be kind of fun and interesting. Kind of like this truck here. Once the sun comes out, everything gonna be alright. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think it's pretty integral. It's pretty essential for photographers to essentially lift or exercise or work out or what else, because I think the reason why it's so critical is because I don't know. I think my personal theory is it's your muscles, it's your chutzpah, your juice, your balls, whatevs, that imputes it into making images. Yeah, kind of like this kind of this Atrio place is pretty lit too. I'm actually like really into these chairs. Look at the design. Isn't that kind of pretty cool? Yeah, it looks like kind of like wabi-sabi circles are kind of in. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I think ultimately my passion. Good morning. Ultimately, my passion is. I'm obviously passionate about quadrillion things, but. Yeah, it still seems that my Archimedes lever is still my beloved photography. Now, why is this important? I think it's important because well, first and foremost, I think I love photography because it's so accessible to like everybody, and as a consequence, it's very empowering to everybody, right? Because anyone can get a camera. I mean, everyone has an iPhone now, so essentially everyone's a photographer. Even buying standalone digital cameras are relatively cheap and affordable nowadays. We kind of like the textures here. Oh yeah. Yeah, cameras, stuff like that is easily accessible and cheap now. And so the upside of it all is that, yeah, like, I'm gonna be a great photographer. Still my concept, my legacies, the gift I want to leave behind after I'm dead is, just my joy and passion of photography. And this is still where my open source notion is so critical, is that I think information should be open and free and accessible to everybody. This is also kind of difficult to say, but Yeah, and actually my personal thought is, I mean, obviously people got to pay their server fees and stuff like that at the end of the days. I don't know. I think everything should just be free. Like, obviously meat should be paid and stuff like that. But besides that, I think everything should be free. Like, why should everything be free? It's like, I mean, like, you know, like, not everyone has to make everything for free, right? But it's just like, I still think the accessibilities, you know, even me as a kid growing up poor, like, information is free, right? It don't cost nothing, and I mean, we could charge money for it, but you don't really need to, right? And so, yeah, I think as a consequence, making things more easily accessible is a good thing. It's kind of funny too, because like, I mean, my personal thought and critique is that I think the whole issue with money is that we feel like we need to. I think the only reason we charge money and stuff like that is that we feel like we need some sort of like justification to legitimize ourselves and our self-worth and our self-value, etc. And also, I think a thing that I personally learned is we often charge money and stuff like that, not because we really need the money. It's just kind of like we feel like we need to legitimize ourselves and the value of the worth of things just by charging money for it. But I mean, kind of the more and more I think about it, yeah, I mean, money made Bitcoin billion, money don't mean nothing. Like, I'm kind of dipping into the Sam Bankman-Fried documentary book by the Michael Lewis guy, or Going Infinite, Infinity Money's $150 billion, whatevs, right? And there's a certain point where money kind of loses its. And actually, what I personally love about crypto volatilities is that, like, I'm just like looking at my crypto account, right? And boom, it's like oh, cool, I made like $50,000 in a day, cool. Or I made, you know, $10,000 in a day, to be a little bit more conservative or whatever, right? But like, you don't quote make money. It's just like the price of Bitcoin pegged to the US dollar, whatevs, goes really up or really down, or it's like boom, I lost like $50,000 in a day, right? And so as a consequence, morning. So therefore, as a consequence, it's actually funny, the new modern day flex is being a vlogger. People see you vlogging, oh cool, you're a vlogger, what you vlogging about? Oh yeah, coming downtown, it's pretty good actions. Yeah, living. Yeah, I think I figured it out, guys. I think I figured out the secret to happiness. Live in Culver City, downtown Culver City in LA's. You'll find eternal happiness and sunshine. But I mean, ain't finna gonna fix all your life problems, but it's still pretty good. It's some good light. Yeah, I still think that the secret to happiness is maximum sunlight and maximum pedestrian. Like, I ain't never met nobody who depressed who walk 50 miles a day, who walks 30,000 steps, 50,000 steps a day. Yeah, I would just say just experiment on the weekend. Just go on a walk. You can do it on the weekend if you have a job. If you don't, okay. So it's kind of tricky because like I always give advice is assuming people have like real jobs, but actually maybe it's better to just talk and give advice as if assuming people don't have real jobs. It's like, she's like, you got a job. It's like, you work? What's work? Actually, that's a new modern day flex. It's like, you work? It's like, you work for a living? What? kind of a funny. Pretty funny. So yeah, as long as you still work for a living, not successful. Yeah. I think the only quote successful people I know is you either gotta be self-employed, sole proprietor, or whatever. Yeah, beyond that, if you got any sort of salary or contract or whatever, yeah, I don't think one could consider themselves truly successful. It don't matter if you're making $10 million a year working at Apple or Google's or whatever, as long as you still have employment, not good. Yeah, so yeah, I was randomly just like, how much money is enough money? Assuming, let's say you live in LA, I think like $10,000 a month is enough. Was it $120,000 a year? Simple goals. Even less, you single person, maybe $5,000 a month. I don't know, just move to Mexico City, move to Vietnam, Phnom Penh, Cambodia, Saigon, Vietnam, Hanoi, Vietnam. Yeah, you could live for much. I think when we were living in Hanoi, we had a brand new studio apartment, super nice, super fast internet. Paying what, $320 USD a month? Yeah, it's kind of bonkers of bananas. So yeah, moral of the story is, I think the great photographer, oh yeah, American flag waving at the Culver City. I think the great photographer is also strong. And what is real strength? Physical strength.